all persons having anything to do before the Honorable Donald Cabell, Magistrate Judge of the United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts, now holding in Lowell, in and for the District of Massachusetts, may draw near. Give their attendance and they shall be heard. God save the United States of America and this honorable court. Court is now open. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Joseph Forte, and I am pleased to represent the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services within the Department of Homeland Security. Your Honor, there are 157 applicants present today who wish to change their names as part of these proceedings. The reasons for these name changes have been investigated and the government has no objection. At this time, Your Honor, I ask all 157 name changes to be allowed.
With pleasure, that motion will be allowed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, there are 1,029 applicants present today for naturalization. Each applicant has been examined under the provisions of the Immigration and Naturalization Act of 1952 as amended. Each has been found well qualified for United States citizenship. At this time, Your Honor, I ask that the oath of allegiance be administered to each applicant, thus bestowing upon them our nation's highest honor, citizenship.
That request will also be allowed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Applicants for citizenship, please stand. Raise your right hand.
Here it comes.
And repeat after me, saying your name after the word I. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince or potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or of which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Take a seat.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
All right. On behalf of the United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts, my name is Donald Cabell, and I am a United States Magistrate Judge. And of all the things that we do as judges, this is by far the most privileged and enjoyable thing that we get to do. And I am honored to preside over this special occasion. As you know, because you prepared, the first 7 words to the United States Constitution are, "We the people of the United States." Those words now apply to each and every one of you, and you should be very proud. You've worked hard, you've earned the right to call yourselves citizens of the United States of America, and it gives me great pleasure to be the first person to officially welcome you as citizens. Now, we get a list of all of the countries that are represented, and I can tell you that you come from the four corners of the globe, truly. From countries ranging from all the way from A to Z. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to read a list of all of the countries that are represented by you today. When I announce the country that you are from, I want you to stand, and I want you to remain standing until we've announced all of the countries represented here today, and everybody is standing, and then we can acknowledge you all as a group. But before I do that, it's important to reflect that in each of these distant places that you come from, or that you came from, you spoke different languages, you ate different foods, you observed different customs. But today, along with what makes each one of us different, is a new and special bond that unites us. Today, you and I and we are all Americans. Today we stand as one people, defined not by blood, or by race, or ethnicity, or status, or wealth, but by the fact of our common citizenship. So, let me begin. First, Albania, Argentina, Australia, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belarus, Belgium, Bhutan, Bolivia, Brazil. There's always at least one person from Brazil. Bulgaria, Burma,
Take your camera out.
Burundi, Cambodia, Cameroon. They're always noisy in Cameroon.
We're gonna have to get a picture because my phone's
Canada,
dying. Yeah, Canada.
Cape Verde, the Central African Republic, Chile, the People's Republic of China, Colombia,
When they say El Salvador, we gotta poop, okay?
Congo,
Wonder how many El Salvadorians there are.
Congo Kinshasa, Costa Rica,
Woohoo!
Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Cuba, Curacao, the Czech Republic, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Denmark, Dominica, the Dominican Republic. We always have one from Brazil, we always have two. Ecuador,
Coming up.
Egypt,
Come on. Come on.
El Salvador, Ethiopia, Finland,
Oh, Finland.
France, Georgia, Germany, Ghana, Greece. Welcome all up. Guinea, Guyana, Haiti, Honduras, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Ireland, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Kuwait, Laos, Latvia, Lebanon, Liberia, Lithuania, Macedonia, Malaysia, Mali, Mexico, to Nigeria, Pakistan, Peru, the Philippines. No comment. Poland, Portugal, the Republic of Korea, Romania, Russia, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, Somalia, South Africa, South Korea, Spain, Sri Lanka, St. Lucia, Syria, Taiwan, Tanzania, Thailand, the Gambia, Trinidad and Tobago, Tunisia, Turkey, Turkmenistan, Uganda, Ukraine,
Almost done.
United Kingdom,
Wow.
Uruguay, the USSR, Uzbekistan, Venezuela, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe. I hope I've not missed anybody. Please give yourself a hand. It's very fitting that this ceremony takes place here today in Lowell, which has such a wonderful history of diversity and accomplishment in American history. If you're not aware of it, Lowell has a rich history as a manufacturing center for textiles and other goods, such that by the middle of the 19th century, it had the largest industrial complex in the United States. People like you came from all over the world to contribute to its success, and by the beginning of the 20th century, almost half of the population of Lowell was foreign-born. And the history of Lowell reminds us that America is, after all, a country of immigrants who have come in waves from other countries for the American dream. And like you, the people who came here so many years ago, whose great-great-grandchildren now live in this community, who now work in this community, who now lead this community, came here seeking a better life for themselves and their families. So this is a special and momentous occasion for you and for the generations of family who will follow you as citizens of the United States. So before we go any further, I'd like you to take a moment and just turn to the person next to you, the person in front of you, the person in back of you, and congratulate them on their achievement today of becoming a citizen of the United
It's
States.
just like church. Peace be with you. Peace be with you.
All right, you may sit down for a few minutes here. Now, just one word on a quasi-serious note. You become citizens at a particularly unique time in our history. You turn on the news, it is clear to anyone and to everyone that we have many challenges facing us as a country. Who are we? What are our values? How should we proceed? What should our plans be domestically? What should we be doing internationally? Now, I don't know the answers to any of those questions. The only thing I do know is that we need to come together as Americans to address those challenges. And so I say this to you as you embark on your new beginning here. First, let me stress you are all welcome here in this country. Truly welcome. But But more importantly, you are needed in this country. You are really needed, now more than ever. We need your intellect, your strength, your compassion, your creativity, your energy, your courage, your optimism. We need your patriotism. We need you to figure out how you can be a part of the next great chapter in our country's history and to go out and do it. And you do have power. You have the power to vote, to help elect those who should lead us, not just in Washington, but in the very towns in which you live, to elect governors, local representatives, members of the school board, select them. You also have a voice in our criminal justice system, because it's not the police, it's not the prosecutors, it's not even people like me who decide guilt or innocence, it's people like you who make up our juries. You also have all of the powers and protections enshrined in our Constitution and our Bill of Rights. That includes the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, and the freedom of press. But with your new powers also comes rights and responsibilities. So please, take your new status seriously and use it wisely. You have the responsibility to respect and obey the rule of law, and to treat others as you would prefer to be treated yourselves, and to help others as others have surely helped you along the way. So I want to leave you with this message as you start your new life. Get out there, get involved, help out in your schools, your neighborhoods, find a way to volunteer, be a coach, take chances, be a part of your community. And if you do this, if you engage with others and learn from them, and more importantly, if you allow others to learn from you, I and all of your fellow citizens will benefit greatly as a result of your decision to become citizens of the United States of America. And for that, in advance, I want to thank you. Before I sit, I want to ask you all to rise to state the Pledge of Allegiance for the first time. And leading us in giving the Pledge of Allegiance are three sisters, Josie, who is 16, Aoife, who is 14, and Nora, who is 12. These are the Fitzgerald sisters, and their father joined you as a citizen today from the country of Ireland.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Congratulations.
Play ball.
We have some welcoming remarks from the President of the United States.
My dear fellow Americans, it is with great pride that I welcome you into the American family. No matter where you come from or what faith you practice, this country is now your country. Our history is now your history, and our traditions are now your traditions. You enjoy the full rights and the sacred duties that come with American citizenship. Very, very special. There is no higher honor, there is no greater responsibility. You now share the obligation to teach our values to others, to help newcomers assimilate to our way of life, and uplift America by living according to its highest ideals of self-governance and its highest standards. All Americans are your brothers and sisters, and each of us must do our part to keep America safe, strong, and free. America is our home. We have no other. You have pledged allegiance to America. And when you give your love and loyalty to America, she returns her love and loyalty to you. We share one American heart and one American destiny. It is a destiny filled with love, opportunity, and hope. We celebrate this day. We welcome you into our national family. We applaud your devotion to America, and we embrace the wonderful future we will have together. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Everyone, please stand.
Pre-recorded.
The United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts is now closed. I ask for you to please remain standing while the judge exits. Thank you again. Congratulations.
You may be seated. A USCIS employee is going to come to your section in your role, and they will hand you your certificate. Once again, please proofread your certificate carefully. Make sure the information on it is correct. If you change your name as part of your ceremonies today, you will get your name change petition with your new certificate. Congratulations to everybody, and thank you once again.